our course,
रुक जा रुक जा अभी स्टार्ट नहीं हुई है अभी रेड अब स्टार्ट
Hello, one and all. Today we are going to explain you about our project, which we did for this course, Foundation of Data Analytics. So our project is rainfall prediction. So we are predicting the rainfall in Australia. So we have taken this data set from Kaggle, and first we have imported the data set. It has many columns and rows. It has more than 1,42,000 rows and more than 49 columns. So first we have imported the data set, then we have labeled the data set here for data processing so that it will make our work easy. After that, using the GLM function, we have seen which are the parameters which are important for this rain tomorrow uh, parameter, which is the dependent variable. So the more the stars, the more the importance. So all this we have referred is from the book ISLR, Introduction to Statistical Learning. And then we have plotted six models totally: logistic regression, then SVM, neural network, decision trees, and random forest. So first Mehul will tell you about logistic regression.
Yes, so the first model we did was logistic regression. So in this model, as you can see, we use the GLM function, and here we predicted the rain tomorrow based on rainfall, humidity at 3 p.m., mean temperature, rain today. And then we are dividing the data set into training and testing set, and then we showed all of the summary of the predictions that we made, and then we plotted it. As you can see, this is the confusion matrix here, and then we plotted several other graphs to show the results. Next, neural network was performed by Soham.
So the neural network, first I have splitted the data set. We have done this individually, so every one of us have splitted the data set first. So I did it uh, like 70 and 30%. 70% is the training and 30% is the testing. And after that, I have called the respective libraries, neural network and dplyr. After that, here is the classifier. I'm using the rain today as the dependent feature and humidity at 3 p.m. and rainfall as the independent features. Data, I've taken the training data. The number of nodes should be 5, and here only one value is there, so this is only one layer, hidden layer, and these are the default parameters. After that, I have put all the values. I have trained the model and I have put all the values in output. Here are the values. After that, here's the confusion matrix for the training data set, and the misclassification error is 0. And for the testing also, I have plotted the confusion matrix, and here also the misclassification error is 0. So I'm getting 100% accuracy for neural network. So here is the model, the figure. And now Karthik will tell about decision tree classifier, which he did.
Okay, thank you. Decision tree classifier, what it actually does is it splits the data on which factors it is more linked. So first we call the library R part, then we classify the data. We are using it to set the independent factor which is dependent on many factors like rainfall, humidity at 3 p.m., minimum temperature, rain today, etc. Then we split the data into 80 and 20%. 20% is the test data, which is we are using for testing. Then here you can see the predictions, and then after that we are using confusion matrix we have drawn. So in the next thing, we are seeing a plot of the decision tree which is actually made. It is and in which we are actually seeing that it is dependent on when humidity is less than 82.5%, then it is going to rain tomorrow. Okay, now next. Now
Support
Mehul
vector.
will.
So so
Now
so I will tell you about support vector machine, which I have performed. Each one of us have performed two models. So first I have called this library, and then I have built the classifier using SVM function, and the dependent factors are rain tomorrow, and the independent are these: rainfall, humidity at 3 p.m. and others. The data I have used is training set, After that, kernel is linear and type is C classification. Cost is 10, and I have done for other costs also, but for cost 10 I was getting the best accuracy. So now after that I have printed the summary of this classifier. After that, here is I'm predicting the data now. For the I've first predicted by using the predict function. I've taken the classifier and the test set, the last column. I've omitted the last column, and here are the values in ypred. After that, we are comparing by using the confusion matrix, the correct test values and the predicted ones, and I'm printing the confusion matrix. So for SVM, that is support vector machine, I am getting 82.43 percent accuracy. So now Mehul will tell you about bagging and boosting.
So next I performed boosting, and as you can see in boosting I use the GBM function, which is the gradient boost function. And as you can see here, I've set the rainfall tomorrow to be dependent on all these of factors: rainfall, humidity at 3, min temperature, and all. And next you can see that I've set the number of trees to 5,000 and the shrinkage to 0.2. So what this will do is basically it will prevent from overfitting. Next, I have plotted the confusion matrix here, as you can see.
Hello, Mehul. Mehul.
Due to some connectivity, Mehul is gone. I'll explain the bagging. So now here we are using the so
Bagging.
point to bagging, yeah. So here we are using the random forest library because bagging is a fancy version of random forest only. Then here we are deciding the factors, dependent factor, which is rain tomorrow and which is dependent on the rainfall, humidity, 3 p.m. minimum temperature, rain today, etc. After that we are
Yes,
setting
and then
it.
I have set the
Okay,
number of trees here.
yeah, Mehul.
Yeah,
Mehul is
yeah,
back. Mehul.
yeah. So I have set the number of trees here. Uh, in the bagging process, has initially set the number of trees to 25, and then already, as Karthik said, the rainfall tomorrow is dependent on all those factors given below. And I have set the number of trees to 25, and the number of variables tried at each split is 2. So after this, I plotted all of the confusion metrics, and various graphs also I plotted, and the accuracy I got was not optimal. So next I proceeded to setting the number of trees to 100, and number of variable tried at each split to 4. So this gave me the confusion matrix, as you can see below, and I plotted also the various graphs and all. And finally I got the highest accuracy, which was 81.03% in the bagging process. And then these graphs were all plotted, and next Karthik will proceed to uh, telling you about random forest model.
Okay, so now I'll come to random forest. Basically, random forest is containing thousands of decision trees which are combined together to produce a result which we want, the actual prediction. So here you can see we have set the data, then we have used the random forest classifier and set the training and set data into 20% and 80%. We are using here 30 trees because of the limitations of our system. Now, as you can see, this is the summary. Then we are predicting the model down, and in the model we are using classified to, and we are testing the data 20%. And here you can see 2112 is the length of the prediction. Then we are making the confusion matrix. So as you can see from the confusion matrix, there is no error in this, and our result is very accurate. Now, as you come down, this is the graph we have drawn. So as you can see, as the number of trees increase, the error rate got very decreased, and ultimately it got zero. So come down. Yeah. So I'll conclude all the techniques we have used in this model. So first we use logistic regression that was done by Mehul, and it got the accuracy of 82.71%. Then Soham used neural network, which got the accuracy of 100%. Then I did decision tree classifier, and in this I got the accuracy of 82.3%. After that, I did random forest, in which I got the accuracy of 100%. After that, Soham did support vector machine, and in this we got the accuracy of 82.43%. Then boosting was done by Mehul, in which we got the accuracy of 81.81%, and bagging was also done by Mehul, and in which we got the accuracy of 81.03%. So in this, we conclude that. So as you can see in the table, all the accuracy of these systems are given. So from this, we can conclude that neural network and random forest are the most accurate techniques we use. But we will prefer random forest over neural network because of the lower time complexity. And due to random forest, the high variance is reduced very much because of the flexibility of a decision tree. And in this, we combine many decision trees to assemble one model. So now Mehul will
So
explain about the applications.
yeah, so finally telling you about the motivation that we had to do this project. So we saw the 2020 Australian bushfire data, and we felt the number of people that lost their homes and the number of people who lost their life
Wait,
and
wait
all
a
of the
second. Excuse me. Karthik, can you please
yeah.
mute?
Yeah, okay.
Mehul, speak a bit
Yeah.
louder.
Yeah, sorry for the interruption. So yeah, so the motivation for our project was that we saw the 2019-20 Australian bushfire data, and the number of people who lost their lives and the number of people who lost their homes was great. It was a huge number, and the amount of money that was required to cover all those losses was also a huge amount. So we took a step in the right direction, and we tried to predict the rain information so that these bushfires can be controlled to a manageable limit. So that was all from all of us, Soham, Karthik, and Mehul, for this uh, data analytics project.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.